This is a short video on Pythagoras' theorem. Let's start with the definition of a right-angled triangle first. It's a triangle with one angle that's 90 degrees. The longest side is opposite the right angle and is called the hypotenuse. Now let's state Pythagoras' theorem. It states that for any right-angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse, h, is equal to the sum of the squares on the two shorter sides, a and b. In other words, h squared equals a squared plus b squared. Let's do an example. Let's find the length of the hypotenuse of this particular triangle. We're given the two shorter sides, a and b. So, write the formula first at the top. H squared equals a squared plus b squared. And substitute in for a and b, 4 and 3. So we have 4 squared plus 3 squared. Notice 4 squared is 4 times 4, not 4 times 2. So 4 times 4 is 16. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. So h squared equals 25. So if h squared is 25, then h is the square root of 25, which is 5. In other words, the length of the hypotenuse is 5. Now let's find the length of one of the shorter sides of the triangle. Here we want to find the length of a. We're given the hypotenuse. So as before, we substitute into the formula. But notice I've turned the formula around this time, and you'll see why in a moment. In other words, I've got a squared plus b squared equals h squared. Substituting, b is 6, h is 10, so a squared plus 36 equals 100. Now I want to remove 36 from the left-hand side to isolate a, and that's why I've turned the formula around this time, to make it easier, because I'm leaving a on the left-hand side. So I'm subtracting 36, but remember we must subtract 36 from both sides. So 36 minus 36 on the left-hand side, 100 minus 36 on the right-hand side. Therefore a squared equals 64, from which a is the square root of 64, which is 8. So the length of side A is 8. Now let's look at the last triangle, and we want to find the length of B, which is sometimes called the perpendicular side, because it's at right angles to another side, in this case A. A will be the horizontal line, B will be the perpendicular line, and the angle between the two will be 90 degrees. So, substituting into the formula as before, we have A equals 24 and H is 25. The numbers are a bit larger, but it still doesn't change the method by which we're doing the problem. So 24 squared plus b squared equals 25 squared. 576 is 24 times 24 plus b squared equals 625, which is 25 times 25. And as before, we remove the number from the left-hand side to isolate the b. So we subtract 576. So we subtract 576 from the right-hand side. 625 minus 576 gives us 49. If b squared equals 49, b is now the square root of 49, which is 7. In other words, the length of side B is 7.